Hello and welcome to another Pocket Page process video. Today I'm going to be sharing my process for making the insert that goes between those two pages that I just showed you at the beginning. So these are all of the photos that I have from our recent apple picking trip to the Annapolis Valley in Nova Scotia, and I am going to be making this page. It's going to be on a 6 by 12 inch Becky Higgins Design H page protector. So this is basically a half of a design A. One of my photos has a few little elements added to it, just some little stickers. It says whack, and there's a circle around where the apple is. It was a little area where you could hit apples with a golf club or a baseball bat or slingshot them at different targets. So as you can see, I have these templates that represent the front and the back sides of the Design H page protector. And I am going to be dipping into my Small But Mighty kit, which is a new kit that we're offering at Mercy Tiara Kits. And it is designed to bridge the gap between your 12 by 12 scrapbooking kits and supplies and pocket pages or traveler's notebooks or any of your smaller scaled projects. So I'm starting by cutting some 3x4s out of this really cute gingham orange and white paper. And then I have a couple of other pieces that have already been cut down from the other pages, but I'm actually going to cut down this piece as well into a 3x4 as well. And that 6x8 paper cuts down so easily into 4x6 and 3x4 sizes that it makes this kind of a process quite a no-brainer kind of a process, very relaxed and easy to do. Now this 6x8 paper from the Small But Mighty kit, it's pattern paper from American Crafts. I'm going to score it at the halfway point so that it's now a tented 6x4 inch card. So I'm going to start with these two cards that go side by side, and I'm placing our Car Ussie on one side. And when I trimmed that down, I got rid of the white little border. So I'm just drawing the border back on with a white gel pen. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's not as thick as the other white borders, but that's actually okay. Now in this one, I'm going to actually make this one be a title. So I'm picking a couple of really pretty stickers to work with here, or one really pretty sticker here. It's like a little purse or a basket with flowers in it. And I'm going to use these stickers. They all come from a sticker book. I've just cut the book apart into sheets, and it's a sticker book that came in the Small But Mighty kit. And I'm going to spell out Dempsey Corner because that's the place where we were. I'm going to move corner down a little bit because I want this to be a longer title than this. So I'm starting by just putting Dempsey Corner in. And this is using the 3/4 inch letter stickers that come in that sticker book. It has 1 inch, 3/4 inch, and also little tile letter stickers. So I'm using the 3/4 inch stickers here to spell out Dempsey Corner. I'm starting in the center and working my way out on both sides. That way it'll be centered-ish on the page or on the card. It's not exactly perfect, but it looks good that way. And now I need to find a letter sticker here that has the right letters for me to spell out apple. So I'm using these golden ones. I'm gonna shove them down just a little bit so that there's a little bit more of a border between the letter stickers in the very top of the card. And I'm going to outline these. I'm using my Sarasa clip pen. I have a whole set of these in various colors, but I really like the brown one. And now in pencil, I'm just handwriting picking in cursive. So it's going to say apple picking Dempsey Corner. It could have said apple picking at Dempsey Corner, but it doesn't. Now I'm just going over my pencil with my brown Zig Writer. I just added some swirls to fill up the space. Very lightly erased my pencil marks with a white eraser, and that's a photo on the top and a photo on the bottom, and that's the front page of my insert. Now, the back page has a flip card in the top slot. So I am applying a photo to the top and a photo underneath as well. They're very similar photos, and there's lots of space on them. So I'm going to be decorating these photos a little bit. And I'd like to put something on this white inside surface here, inside of the pocket flip. The tented card is what I'm calling those flips. But I just can't think of what to put in there. So when in doubt, choose craft. That is my crafting motto. So I couldn't think of what to put in there. So here I am. I'm just cutting a 6x4 piece of craft paper, and I will insert that. When you're gluing things to the bottoms of these or to any part of a lift the flip, like a tented card pocket, you want to make sure that you're not inserting it, like that you're not gluing it over the crease. You want to glue it just a little bit down from the crease so that the crease is exposed. Otherwise, it won't lie flat. I'm cutting down this photo just a tiniest little bit so that there's a bit of matting around the outside 3 edges that will be, basically it'll have like a craft mat on it. And then there will be a little tag on the other side to hold the journaling. I just have to trim that down a little bit more, I guess. So there we go. And then that one will hold the journaling. I'm going to use lines for my journaling and another one of those Sarasa clip pens. And my journaling here says they had a spot where you could hit apples with bats, golf clubs, or slingshot them. It was great for getting out our pent-up anger. Grrr. I used my zig writer, my brown zig writer for that. And the lines were drawn with my journaling template stencil. I'm going to glue that over on an angle just to give it a bit of a whimsical touch. And then I'm going to glue the whole thing to the bottom of this tent card and just south of the crease so that it lies nice and flat. Now, I definitely want to use some stamps on this. This is an Everyday Explorers stamp set. It's called Find the Magic by Christine Herron. And this has some pretty great everyday sentiments on it. So I'm just checking to see which ones fit on which photos. And on the one beside Liv using the slingshot, I'm going to stamp today's highlight. I'm just going to condition that with my fingers before I stamp it. And I'm stamping it with Pecan Pie ink from Stampin' Up. It's just a dye ink, and any dye ink will usually work well on photos. Pigment inks will work as well, but they do take quite a while to dry on a photo, so you have to have a lot of patience if you're using pigment ink. Now, this other one says, "This made me smile." It's from the same stamp set, and I stamped it onto the same envelope I was using in my other layout. It's just a scrap, but it's an envelope, so it's a nice kind of creamy vanilla color. As you can see, I had to cut it because it's 2 layers. I measured the size of that stamp, of that stamp, and I grabbed a punch that would coordinate with it. This is my 1 7/16 inch circle punch, but if I didn't have a circle punch that fit, I would have used my waffle flower nested circle dies and just cut it out that way. But this punch worked really well. I'm going to just glue it in some of that field on the photo just to fill up some of that space and add something interesting. And now look at that beautiful sky. I'm going to be taking another stamp from the same stamp set. This one says "An absolutely awesome day, remember this?" And I'm inking it with more Stampin' Up ink. This time I used Pacific Point, which is my favorite ink for stamping in the sky because it's a beautiful, rich blue that complements a sky blue really, really nicely. Now, below the flippity flap with the 4x6 photos, there is another one of those gingham patterned cards that I cut from the Small But Mighty kit. I'm going to take 2 stickers from this sticker set that came in the Take Me Home kit and just put them on there. It's basically just a filler card. But I thought that girl looked very country and relaxed, and she looked like she belonged in an apple orchard, so I put her in one. And the sentiment there says, "Be beautiful." Speaking of beautiful people, look at all these wonderful Patreon supporters on the screen there. These folks help make this channel happen, so big thanks to all of them. Patrons get early ad-free access to all my process videos. They get some bonus process videos, real-time unedited versions of all of my videos, as well as a monthly live stream, behind-the-scenes videos, and a whole bunch more perks. Here are the photos for this insert. Thanks so much for watching this video. Check out these other places that you can find me, including our Kit Club Facebook group, which has challenges and fun activities for people who are fans of our kits. And also check out any of these other videos here on my channel. Take care and have a really great scrappy week.